My first role was with Ryan Reynolds.
Hello.
I know. Can you believe that? I was like, oh no, any minute now they are going to find me out and kick me off this set.
Richard Fortin presents. Everybody, we made it to Richard Fortin Presents. Today we have a thespian among us, amongst other things, an educator, an organizer, a community leader, an actress, film, television, on stage. Kelsey Ruhl. Did I say that right?
Yes.
Okay, Kelsey Ruhl. Kelsey Rules.
Yep, that's right.
I'm sure you got that your whole life.
Or I break the rules.
Oh, you break the rules.
Or I follow the rules. It depends on the day, really. But yeah, rule is the correct pronunciation.
Kelsey, thanks for coming.
Thank you so much for having me. This is amazing. This is so cool. I'm so jazzed to be here.
Awesome. I want to get right into it with On the Edge Fringe. Tell anybody who doesn't know exactly what it is, what's happening this year with On the Edge Fringe, because everything is weird this year. Mm-hmm. And let's get right into that. And then we're going to talk about your career and the other million things you seem to be doing right now.
Okay, so for anybody who doesn't know what a Fringe Festival is basically a platform for artists of all disciplines to present their work. So it can be acting, singing, dancing, comedy, storytelling, sitting on stage and eating an apple or reading the phone book. It's whatever, that is true to their art. So we just facilitate that. And we're going on 8 years now.
Congratulations, that's an accomplishment.
I know.
Keeping anything going for 3 years, but 8?
Yeah, it's incredible. And I actually attribute it to this town. You probably know this, but this town is incredibly special. Mm-hmm. I think there's like something in the water that's like good, like magic. Mm-hmm. No, but I think it's a combination of like the Gateway Theatre Guild, Dreamcoat, the incredible drama teachers, the incredible artistic programs that are offered here. But it's made such a strong base of audience and cultivated so many talented artists that this town has really supported having a festival through these 8 years.
And it's not just one. You guys do a summer festival, but you also do something is it spring or winter?
It's winter.
It is winter. Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. And that's called the Sundog
Theater Festival.
It's awesome.
Yeah. So the idea with that was to bring theater here that wouldn't normally come up here, because geographically we are separated, and some people don't have the ability to drive to Toronto and see the theater that's going on there. So we're bringing the theater from there up here.
That's awesome. Again, doing some leadership work there.
Yeah.
And you have partners in crime. I'm sure you have a lot of people that help you do this. Do you want to give us a little bit of around the table of the key players that are doing some really awesome stuff with you?
Sure. I do lead these organizations, but like anyone knows, my work wouldn't be able to happen if it wasn't for my strong support system. So, Joshua Bainbridge, my partner in life and crime, we run a theater company together called the Proscenium Club. Mm-hmm. He heads the creative collaboration student program for Fringe. He's a writer, an actor.
Would you tell him to come? We gotta have him on the show right as Fringe is starting.
Yes.
When is Fringe this year?
So it's the 10th to the 14th.
10th to the 14th of August. 2021. The most crazy year in the books in our lifetime.
I know.
So how are you surviving this I hope so. So how has Fringe, or On the Edge Fringe mm-hmm. Festival adapted, and what are you doing now this year for this August event?
So we are going digital again. Because of the regulations, we didn't feel comfortable asking the artists to be rehearsing mm-hmm. When it was illegal. So, and because our venue is the Capitol Center, we create 5 venues within the Capitol Center, and the seating is 50 people per venue, but it is cramped. Like you're touching elbows. So coming out of this, I just didn't think people would be ready. So we are going digital, which, in a way, because hopefully this is the last time we're going to be bringing theater works to a digital platform, it's kind of special, because I don't think in my opinion, that a lot of theater will continue to be put on digital platforms. I think there's been a lot of people that have been inspired by the digital world and will continue to work in other formats. But so we're just going to take it as it is. We have a lot of great programming. We have patio sessions with like local amazing musicians programmed to kind of open the festivals, and then we release the fringe acts online for everyone to enjoy.
So if anybody wants to get involved, find out more, participate, where do they go?
So we're on Facebook, we're on Instagram, on the Edge Fringe. We have a website, fringenorth.com, or you can just look me up on Facebook. My name is Kelsey Ruhl, R-U-H-L.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Okay, so we know where to find you. Now I want to get on the Edge Fringe Festival.
Yes.
Now I know you do some acting yourself, and
do.
you've been involved with quite a few projects that have come up north to produce here.
Yes.
Tell me about your experience in the entertainment industry in North Bay, Ontario. And Sudbury and other places I'm sure you've...
The way stars align, I tell you.
What's going on?
You know, it's really interesting because I came up here for school and was planning on pursuing a career in theater and film. And all of my friends who I went to class with, some moved to LA, some moved to Toronto. They're like, no, gotta get out of here, find an agent. And I was like, okay, well, I'm doing theater and I'm really enjoying myself, so I'm gonna stay. And the next thing you know, there's a whole bunch of productions coming up north. I've got an agent, and my first role was with Ryan Reynolds.
Hello.
I know. Can you believe that? I was like, oh no, any minute now they are going to find me out and kick me off this set.
No way, they gave you more.
Yeah. And I mean, the one really exciting thing for me was the director was Adam Agoyan, who I'm a really big fan of. So that was a neat experience for my first film.
That's incredible. So that was your first film. How long ago was that?
Would it be 10 years ago?
10 years
ago.
And so how have things evolved here in the entertainment industry? I mean, you've seen it kind of grow and go through its ups and downs and all the way around, and it's back. I mean, there's things happening in town these days. I see some trucks out again now that things are moving again. Yes. So I know there are things going on. What's it been like from an actor's perspective to see this?
Well, from an actor's perspective, it's incredibly uplifting because you're like, oh, good, I don't have to move to Vancouver. How wonderful. And the other thing is, I mean, North Bay has like adapted to the film world. So now we've got people who are experienced crew. We've got business owners who, know how to work with the film companies. We've got, the film guys who come from Toronto, they have their favorite shops. I mean, just as far as someone who lives in North Bay, is an actor who lives in North Bay, what it's doing for our economy is so amazing too. I think it was like $46 million from the film industry was injected into North Bay. Yeah. Can you believe that?
It does make a big difference because people have to remember that we're like 52,000 people officially on the sign I saw driving in from up north last weekend. I was like, 52,000. I think it went down. Anyways, at 52,000, that much money would be like millions, billions in a city the size of Toronto that has 4 million people or whatever. So it's a different scale and it has a massive impact, these productions.
Yeah, and I mean, just other great things have come from it, and the tax break, which is why they come up here, right? Because they spend a certain amount, they get taxed a certain amount less. Yeah. And that was only supposed to be for 3 years originally, but they've kept extending it and kept extending it. They've kept extending it and kept extending it. And then amazing facilities are being built to kind of house these productions. The Canadore Digital Cinematography Program is training these students with like the highest tech equipment to be able to keep up and get hired right out of school. Totally. So the trajectory it's on is just...
It's like, great. And those students, and I know from experience, those students come from around the world. Yep. I hired somebody from Brazil. I've had somebody recently from Bahamas. I know some girls from Asia, some people from the US. I mean, there's really people from around the world up at Canadore who are coming to use this equipment and get this training. So now people like us who have organizations need to figure out ways to integrate.
I know.
Right? And leverage those opportunities.
Yeah, and I mean, I think for both of us, I mean, really no matter what works in our advantage. Like there's constantly people who are looking for work, looking to create. So I just think that North Bay is becoming a very interesting place.
Yeah. And there's obviously a lot of opportunity. What are some of the biggest challenges? Let's get real. Let's not just spin the fluff here.
And being an actor.
And being an actor and doing anything up here. Because yes, it's good. There's beautiful parts of North Bay and all this. But there are also some challenging things we can do better.
That's interesting.
What do you think we could do better?
I think, it's interesting that you bring up, Darren, bringing me up to you. Because I think even though there's a lot of strong arts organizations and movers and shakers, there isn't a network yet. We need some way to communicate. We need like a community calendar. We need yearly meetings. We need to communicate.
Yeah.
I think that there's a lot of people doing a lot of great things, and I think that if we all figure out a way to work together better, then we'll go places. I think there are certain things in our way right now. I think funding is always an issue for artists and organizations that are, non-for-profit.
Yeah.
We're all struggling a little bit.
And then this pandemic hasn't helped in a lot of ways, right? Because a lot of people's funding was so tight, and then this changed everything. If you can't have an audience, there goes some of your revenue. Everything changed.
Yeah.
But it'll be interesting to see how it comes back.
Yes. Because
it will come back.
Yes.
For sure.
I'm so excited for that day.
Yeah,
I think a lot of people are ready. We're so excited to be back, and I hope the audience missed us as much as we missed them.
Yeah. Well, we're going to try to direct anybody who's watching this your way in August 10th, 14th.
10th to 14th. Just go to our Facebook page.
Right, and that's in North Bay, obviously. And I just want to do a shout out to the Capital Center because it is an important community asset that needs to be valued by the city and should be valued by the city, I believe, because you do the show in the Capital Center, right? It's key.
It's key.
And we need that infrastructure to keep being supported and invested in and recognized for what it's doing.
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah. Capital Center is a real gem in North Bay. Not every community has that in Northern Ontario. No,
it's true. And we're so lucky to have it. And I sometimes feel like it's not valued as it should be because it is quite special. Yeah.
But see, young leaders like you, we're going to take the charge and...
Dun, dun, dun.
Dun, dun, dun. Here's a film festival. Here's another film festival.
Yes,
here's
that's right.
A theater festival. Here's music. And we're the ones that can really transform the change.
Yes.
Cool. Thank you again for coming in. Is there anything else we should be talking about since we have the cameras rolling and Darren's here making sure that we make it all kind of work? What should we bring attention to right now for you? Oh, you got shirts. You're doing fundraiser.
Yes.
Hello, talk about your t-shirts.
Yes. Okay. Well, we are on year 2 of no revenue. So we decided to come up with these t-shirts to let people help support us who want to donate or anything like that. And so we've created these t-shirt designs, which we're working with a local print shop maker named Mike Phillips, who's wonderful. So that's you can go to our webpage and see all the designs, and they're pretty.
Cool. And there's a donate button right there. I clicked on to see how that worked, and it goes to a PayPal. So if people do want to support on the Edge Fringe this year, I'm sure that would be really greatly appreciated. I'm sure you're looking for sponsors and supporters all the time, like
always.
Everybody.
Yes.
So if you're interested, go to the website, check out more information, click on the buttons, donate some of your extra funds. They'll appreciate it and make you laugh and smile and cry and all the other things
all the good things
that the dramas bring to us.
Humanity.
I can't wait to follow up and see how this year turns out and how the next, year 8 or year 7?
Year 8.
Year 8?
Yeah, it's
I can't wait to see how year 16 turns out because I think that it really is a beautiful lifelong project you seem to be building here in our community.
Well, thank you so much. It's warmed my heart.
Okay, Kelsey. Hey, thanks, Darren.
Yeah, Darren.
Making it
Yay.
happen.
Ding, ding, ding.